135 amateurs and pros competed for 2 rounds, and then the cut was made to the low 50 scores and ties. And almost half the players that survived had a chance to win this prestigious event. 16 players were within 4 shots of last year's winner, 51-year-old PGA professional Frank Esposito of Brook Lake Country Club. Frank was leading by a shot at 4 under par 138 and was gunning for his 3rd Open title and to become the first back-to-back winner in almost 20 years.
Got a couple of these wins under your belt already.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't make it any easier.
It wasn't going to be easy, especially considering who was right on Frank's heels. Playing with Frank, and only 1 shot behind, was 2-time New Jersey State Amateur champion Mike Stamberger. 2 other players were also just a shot out. They were the 2009 champion Brett Jones of Mountain Ridge Country Club and young amateur Max Greyserman, just 19, and with only 1 year of college golf under his belt. 2 shots behind, David Quinn of the Links Golf Club, former PGA Tour winner Jim McGovern, and veteran pro Craig Smith, formerly of Trump National Bedminster. They were at 2 under par 140. Well, Frank Esposito got off to a great start. Watch this second shot to the 385-yard par 4 first hole. Frank calmly then rolled it in to move to 5 under par for the tournament.
He's got it. Birdie 3 for Frank on the first hole.
He then moved to 6 under par with this birdie on the short par 4 third.
2 birdies in the first 3 holes for Frank Esposito.
After parring holes 4 through 7, Frank then made this long, difficult bunker shot look easy on the par 5 8th hole, and that led to another birdie.
Frank Esposito. And he's got it.
He was now 7 under par at the turn, 3 under on the front 9 without a bogey in his final round. But every player agreed that the front 9 played a lot easier, and other players were making it difficult for Frank to pull away from the field. Craig Smith also birdied 3 holes on the front 9 to stay just 2 shots back of Frank. Watch him roll this one in on the short par 4 third. Playing directly behind Craig Smith on that same hole, Max Greyserman almost drove the green. A nice pitch shot to about 9 feet, and here's the result.
Greyserman's got it.
Max also birdied the par 5 7th, but after bogeys on the 9th and 11th holes, he fell to 4 under par, 3 shots behind the leader, Frank Esposito. When Mike Stamberger birdied the par 4 10th hole here, he was also at 4 under par. And so was Jim McGovern after his birdie on the 10th. You know, there's an expression used many times every day by a lot of people, and that is, you never know. And it certainly applies to the game of golf. Frank Esposito's steady final round through 10 holes and a 3-shot lead on the field as he stood on the 11th tee was about to suffer an unexpected setback.
Okay, guys, and here's our tournament leader, Frank Esposito on the 11th tee. Frank with a 3-shot lead. Now he backs off again. Looks like he might want to change clubs. Here it comes. The ball looks like it's hooking a little. I don't think he hit that properly. That ball's way short by Frank Esposito. May go back into the gully. That was a definite mishit by Frank. Frank's had a very difficult second shot to get this close. Just out of the hazard on this 11th hole, long par 3. Mike Stamberger safely on the green. Well, he pulled that a little left and hit it a little long, so it's going to be a long putt for par for Frank Esposito. And he goes by the hole, way by the hole. And way down. Wow. Big turning point in the tournament right here.
Frank pitched his 4th shot to within 8 feet, but missed the putt and took triple bogey 6.
We've just been informed here that Frank Esposito just triple bogeyed the par 3 11th. He dropped back to -4 after being -7. And that brings a host of players back into the competition.
There was now, at least temporarily, a four-way tie for the lead between Frank Esposito, playing partner Mike Stamberger, who parred number 11, young Max Greyserman, playing in the group just ahead, and Craig Smith in the group ahead of Max. On 17, watch Craig Smith's long birdie attempt. Unfortunately, 3 bogeys on the back 9 finished Craig at 2 under par for the tournament in a tie for 4th with Jim McGovern. Finishing in a tie for 6th at 1 under par 212 was first-round leader Brett Jones, and his round could have been a lot better. Look at some of the putts he nearly made in his final round.
Looks pretty good. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh my gosh, another lip out. Oh! And another one for Jones. Rests on the lip.
With 7 holes to play, who would be making a move? 51-year-old Frank Esposito, 42-year-old Mike Stamberger, or 19-year-old Max Greyserman? All 3 men at 4 under par for the championship.
Co-leader Max Greyserman now. Teeing off on the 14th. Short par 4. Sounded like a driver. Oh, and he reaches the green. Unbelievable shot by Max Greyserman. He's got about 20 feet for eagle. Let's move to -5 and outright lead. He got it. Nice birdie for Max.
Now, watch Max's tee shot on the long 245-yard par 3 15th.
That is striped. Oh my gosh, what a shot. That looks very good. Nice shot. Great putt. Birdie for Max Greyserman here on the 15th after striping an iron 250 yards to 6 feet.
Those 2 birdies on 14 and 15 brought Max to 6 under par for the championship. The question was, could the final group of Frank Esposito and Mike Stamberger catch the young man on the more difficult back 9? The answer was no. They both went 1 over par on the last 7 holes, carding 2 bogeys and 1 birdie each. And with his proud dad on his bag and 2 younger brothers part of the gallery, the soon-to-be sophomore at Duke University won the tournament by 3 shots.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
What do you think did it for you today?
Just hit some really good shots, especially on 15 and 16. That was really, once I heard Esposito tripled 11, I felt like I was really in it. I didn't feel like I was ever out of it. I just thought I had just something real special on the last couple holes. But once I heard he tripled and he came back to the field, I just fairways and greens and was able to make a couple putts.
Frank Esposito finished in a tie for second with Mike Stamberger. Both were at 3 under par 210. Frank was the low pro score and won $15,000 for his effort.
Played pretty good. I really did. I hit it nice, and I made really putted well. You know, I missed 1 putt today on 12, a little 3.5 footer, but I hit some quality shots. You know, unfortunately on 11 was the one bad swing I made, and it was the wrong time to make the bad swing.
And so, amateur Max Greyserman wins the 94th New Jersey State Golf Association Open Championship with a 3-round total of 207, and that's 6 under par. So long from the gorgeous Essex County Country Club in West Orange, New Jersey.